Here's your co-host, everybody, Eric, the Big Mac Barnes.
So basically, this week in pro wrestling, shout out to What Culture Pro Wrestling and What Culture in general, because I will be doing my best imitation of Adam Bombier with what just happened this week in professional wrestling. TNA is switching around their yearly Bound for Glory pay-per-view because recently TNA has parted ways with Terrence Terrell after she returned a couple of months ago.
No.
So other than that, TNA's not really doing much news-wise. Around the independent circuit, Lucha Underground just recently finished Season 3 of Lucha Underground with Ultima Lucha Trace, which, in my opinion, was an absolutely fantastic show. El Rey Network has stated that they do not want Lucha Underground on their network anymore after this, due to contract issues or something like that. So things are very much up in the air for Lucha Underground doing a Season 4. And personally, for me, I really do hope they do a Season 4 and even more, because it is a fantastic company. They do great shows. It's a very good independent wrestling company in general. Moving on to the Bullet Club, which has, at this point, has dominated the entire world. And have absolutely trashed Vince McMahon and all of his lawyers. Because Vince McMahon recently sent the Bullet Club a cease and desist letter forbidding them to use the Too Sweet hand gesture. Now, the Bullet Club has taken this and have since turned it into all kinds of merch and other merchandise products that people can buy, whether it's t-shirts, a little censored bar that put across your fingers, and all kinds of stuff. So basically, the Bullet Club right now is on top of the world, and I don't see any signs of them stopping. Bully Ray has recently finally made the decision to retire from pro wrestling. At the Death Before Dishonor pay-per-view show with Ring of Honor, he suffered a nasty concussion from a table shot during the match. And he has decided that it was causing him too many head trauma issues from all the concussions, and he cannot recover from them like he used to. So, I believe last week in the last show of the Global Wars Tour, he put Frankie Kazarian through a table, gave a very heartfelt speech, broke that said table, and gave that piece to a child at ringside, stating that it was the last table he would break in his in-ring career. Moving on from the independent circuit, we move to WWE and all the controversial moves. After Neville's shocking walkout Monday night, WWE has been forced to change around 205 Live a bit. That is why they made the very questionable move to have Enzo Amore drop the title to Kalisto on Raw and just have them rematch it for the title at TLC. Because apparently, according to Cage Cider Seach, which is the website I go to get all my wrestling information and rumors, stories, and headlines, is Neville was supposed to win the title Monday, but drop it back to Enzo Amore sometime before TLC. But because of Neville's walkout Monday, plans had to change. There has been a recent string of what appears to be a meningitis virus going around the locker room, and it has affected several superstars already, including Roman Reigns, Bray Wyatt, the announcer JoJo, and even some stars on SmackDown. That moves me on to the biggest piece of news today, that Bray Wyatt and Roman Reigns have both been removed due to medical issues from TLC. Now, everybody knows that at TLC this Sunday, The Shield was going to reunite in their first pay-per-view match to take on the team of The Miz, The Bar, Braun Strowman, and Kane. But now, instead of that, Kurt Angle, the Raw GM, has decided to step out from behind his suit and lace up his boots once more. And it is now official, for the first time in 11 years, Kurt Angle is going to tag with the Shield to take Roman Reigns' spot in that TLC match, which has already made prices skyrocket because it's Kurt Angle. And a similar situation is now happening in the Finn Balor match. But instead of Bray Wyatt having to face Finn Balor now, AJ Styles is apparently going to jump from SmackDown and make an appearance and fight Finn Balor at TLC. Now, we don't know what storyline's going to happen here. We don't know if it's a shake-up kind of situation, if there was a trade or not. But Cagesiders and the WWE have confirmed that AJ Styles will be fighting Finn Balor instead of Bray Wyatt. So, other than that, my personal opinions on all this is TLC is already going to be a good show now. Everybody was happy that the Shield was going to come back, and that was going to be the best match of the night, most likely. But now that we have AJ Styles versus Finn Balor, two great mat technicians who go 100% every single night, every match, everybody is guaranteed to have a 5-star match here between them. Ticket prices have already skyrocketed for the show, like I said, because now AJ Styles and Kurt Angle are going to be on the show. So I'm going to turn it back over to my co-host. He might give his opinions on the situation, and we will be closing out the show.
Thanks, man.
Yep.
So once foremost, you'll see a cooking video, and you'll also see some matches on WWE 2K. I don't know if my co-host gave you his ratings on the game yet, but during these matches, he will talk about how he feels. But until furthermost, stay tuned.